Debunked. Top 5 misconceptions about service dogs and ESAs. Remember the epic Clint Eastwood dialogue from the classic The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? There are two kinds of people in the world. Those with loaded guns and those who dig. Just like that, there are two kinds of people in the world. Those who know about the service dogs and emotional support animals, ESAs, and those who don't. Patients with different disabilities can greatly benefit from service dogs and ESAs, but very few people seem to understand the usefulness of these animals or things that are associated with them. Here are 5 misconceptions debunked about these assistance animals. Misconception number 1. Service dogs and emotional support animals all are the same. This is not correct. Though they may seem to serve purposes, they are different in use cases as well as in the eye of the law. Service dogs are specifically trained by professional trainers to help augment their owner's limited ability to do things. On the other hand, an ESA could be any animal that helps comfort their owners. It's not necessary to train them otherwise. Misconception 2. I can take my emotional support animals into restaurants, hotels, and markets. Well, it depends. By default, only service dogs accredited by ADA can go with their owners in such places because of 2 reasons. 1. They have been trained and are certified to behave properly in public areas, and 2. Their service is necessary for the owners. All animals having a service dog certification automatically enjoy public area access rights and can fly in commercial airplanes. But emotional support animals may not have this privilege unless the owners present adequate documents supporting this privilege. Misconception 3. A doctor's note is required for a service dog. You don't need any doctor's note for your service dog. While entering into any public facility, informing the staff verbally about the dog is good enough. According to the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, the staff members of public facilities are allowed to ask 2 questions. Is this a service dog required for a disability? What are tasks or work the dog is trained to do? At times, revealing the disability might cause some sort of embarrassment. To avoid this, you can choose to order an ID card for the dog. It will make the identification much easier and nobody is likely to ask any questions about your dog. Misconception 4. Service dog laws vary state to state. Service dog rights are preserved under the federal law of the Americans with Disabilities Act. However, there are some state-only regulations. For instance, in Connecticut, service dogs can enter into public areas only accompanied by their owners while having a rein or an orange-colored leash and collar. Misconception 5. If landlords don't feel the tenant has limited ability or require an ESA, they can refuse the ESA of the tenant. According to the Fair Housing Law, a landlord is allowed to accept ESA no matter what pet-free policies are there. If they reject your ESA, you can call the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and they will assist in your claim of requiring to live with your ESA. ESA dogs can be very helpful with psychological disabilities. You can easily get an ESA letter by applying to an accredited online organization. Have more questions about ESAs? Talk to us in the comments section below.